heard of a cryptid called the Dogman, and I believe that if I had known about this before, would have done things a little bit easier in this situation, but I would have got through it easier. But I'll go with, my story starts as I was driving a truck in Manistee National Forest. And
how long ago?
It was 5 years ago, and I was bringing a load of paper from a mill up there, 43,000 pounds, and I was starting to lose air on the way back to the terminal and being stopped for the night because I was home every night, and I was in a day cab, so I was home every night. And I had an air leak. I wanted to fix it before I got too far in. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if it was gonna get worse, so I stopped to look at it. I found the air leak by the back brake chamber, on the trailer, and it was a cut or a line, partially cut. Had things to fix it so I wouldn't have to wait on service very long. I'd just be done in a few minutes instead of waiting for hours. So I got out and I was looking around and found it, and I was having a bad feeling when I was underneath the trailer, and I was hearing a vocalization. I didn't know what exactly the sound was. It wasn't natural that I ever heard before, and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it at the time. But as I was looking, as those sounds and the feeling in my gut was just odd and not normal for me, and I was looking around and I saw some shadowing and a light being blotted out and everything, and this would have occurred between 7 and 8 o'clock in the evening. I didn't really give it a lot of thought. I just thought everything was normal still. But when I started driving, got on the road, checking my left side mirror for any traffic. This was on a 2-lane paved road, very lightly traveled, but it is a main road through Michigan in the Manistee National Forest. And as I started going, I was at the bottom of a hill at a snowplow turnaround, and as I started going up the hill from a dead stop for about a mile, I was as I said, I was looking at my rearview mirror on the left side, on my driver's side, and there was no traffic. I don't even think one car had passed that time I'd been there, maybe if that. And I started going up the hill, and as I looked in my right side mirror, as I was looking over there, at the same time I saw, that it was darker than it should be, and there was a wolf head the size of my window, and my windows were down, and he was trotting along next to me, and I was about 25 miles an hour at that point, and he was stooping down on two legs, looking down inside of my cab, and I'm at 9 feet. As anybody would, I've never heard of a Dogman. I didn't know what it was. The first thing that was going through my mind, time slows down. I just thought this kind of a werewolf-looking creature. I could see his shoulders, his paws were coming up, his hands, actually they were hands that were coming up close to my window, onto my door, scratching my windowsill and on my handle. I could hear the nails, the claws, and his, So as I was moving along at that speed, I would a million things at the same time. Time slows down, and I thought I was in like an alternate reality or something, because a creature like this don't exist. And